Hey everyone, it's Jackie. It's been a long time since I filmed a video. Some of you guys have been wondering where I've been. Ever since last year, I got a full-time job, so I've been pretty busy with that. And I've had a lot of little projects going on. I've been trying to blog. I have a new blog up. If you want to check it out, it's www.jackienoel.com. And on my blog, I like to do things, based around Texas. I love food, I love music, I love traveling. So that's kind of what I'm going on, kind of like a Texas lifestyle blog. But I'm going to be putting other stuff there as well, like thrift hauls. I have some posts up right now. So if you want to check that out and keep following it, I'm trying to put more content out there once I get more time. I meant to make this video on my birthday, which was on January 28th. I've kind of been here, there, everywhere, so I never really had a chance to sit down and make this video. So here I am, it's March, it's a little late, but I wanted to continue off on the video I did last year for 21 things I learned from 21. I wanted to do 22 things I learned when I was 22. I made a list before my birthday. Let's start off this list. Let's do this. Let's go right into it. 22 things I learned when I was 22. 1. The Cheesecake Factory is amazing. I've always wanted to try the Cheesecake Factory because cheesecake is great. And so I never really had the chance because I never lived in a city that had a cheesecake factory. During one of the trips that my boyfriend and I took to San Antonio, we went to La Cantera and ate at the Cheesecake Factory there, and I've been craving a slice of cheesecake ever since. It was amazing, and they had so many flavors, and I'm dying to go back. I wish it would have one near here. The second thing I learned is that Nordstrom Rack is the bomb. I love saving money. I love shopping too, but I'll go to stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls to save a few bucks. Now, Nordstrom Rack is just like a TJ Maxx, but it has a lot more designer stuff in there. We went on one of those trips that we went to San Antonio. We stopped at the Nordstrom Rack there and I picked up some great items. I got some jeans, and I love those jeans with the elastic waist because they're so comfy. I found a great green jacket for like $20. They have a lot of great stuff, and especially stuff on clearance. I got some Tom's sandals too for $20. So every time we go back to San Antonio or any big city, I try to find a Nordstrom Rack and visit. Graduate depression is a real thing. Now, once I graduated college, I graduated not this December, but last December, it was very hard for me to find a job. I went months without finding a full-time job, and the hard part is that in this place that I live in, it's a very old conservative town, and everybody is set in their ways. So you apply for all these jobs, all these full-time jobs, but nobody wants to pay. And that's the hardest thing because you can't live on minimum wage, especially in this town because the cost of living is so high, the cost of rent is so high. But most of the jobs I applied for or interviewed for, they offered me $7.25 an hour, $8. And it kind of makes you think that your degree is not worth anything. When I had spent years and years and years studying what I was applying for, and for them to offer you nothing, it kind of brought me down. And I went through like 3 or 4 months of depression and thinking I wasn't worth anything. And I know a lot of people go through this because it's so hard finding a job after you graduate. I also learned that, after a while, the job will come to you. This one, Casey Musgraves, is a lot better live. Oh my gosh. So if you've seen a few of my videos, I talk about Casey Musgraves and how much I love her because she is my favorite songwriter. She is fun, she's witty, she's so poetic. I love her music. Every time I listen to her, I think, wow, how did you write that? How did you come up with that? And so I noticed last year that she was coming to Midland, which is only 2.5, 3 hours away. So I went over there, and it was a little arena, and it was really cute. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of older people there, and I was pretty surprised because I thought a lot more people my age would be there. But no, a lot of older people really liked her, and she played a great show. Not only is she a great songwriter, but live, she was amazing. She had the whole band there. She had the cello, she had the steel guitarist, and that's something that you don't see all the time. But whenever she performed acoustically and sang, her voice was so beautiful. You know, watching her live didn't even compare to the magic in the CD. Like, she is awesome. And I hope she comes near again because I will go see her. Don't mix medication after wisdom tooth removal. I got my wisdom teeth taken out in December, and I was kind of excited for it because I was excited to be on the laughing gas. Kind of messed myself up because I got my medication and I didn't really read the instructions carefully, and they said, okay, take all of these medications. So in my head, I was like, okay, I have hydrocodone, I have this extra strength ibuprofen. They said to take all of it, so I took them at the same time, and I went to go sit on the couch, and I thought I was about to die because I just felt everything like just kind of shut down in me. So I went to my bed, I took a nap, and then I realized that those two medications are really, really bad to mix together, and I wasn't supposed to take those two together, but I was supposed to take all of the medication. It was so confusing, especially since I was still on laughing gas. 6, baby fever is a real thing. Oh my gosh, all of my friends are having babies. I love kids. I see my nieces and I'm like, I want my own kid. I see all the cute clothes and Marshalls and Ross, and I'm like, why can't I have a baby? I know my time is coming, you know, in the future when I'm ready. I just want a baby. 7, Oysters Rockefeller is amazing. I've never really been a fan of like raw oysters, but we went to Corpus in the summer and we had a lot of fun, and I tried Oysters Rockefeller at the Black Diamond Oyster Bar, and oh my gosh, were they so good. I've been craving those oysters ever since, and I need to go back and eat those. Number 8 is I still can't cook rice, and if you saw my last video, I complained about how I couldn't cook rice. I still cannot cook rice to this day. I've tried and tried and tried. It's still nothing's working, so I'm just cooking that quinoa and pretending it's rice. Meeting new people can be rewarding. You never know who you're gonna meet. I've met so many sweet people within the last year that have become my friend, who have become mentors. You know, you never know who you're gonna meet. 10, I like having creative control over things, and this is me 100%. Ever since I was a little girl, I hated being told what to do, and I know a lot of you think, oh, that's really problematic. I mean, if I'm working, I don't mind, you know, I'm obviously gonna have a boss and they're gonna tell me what to do, but if I'm working on a project, I like creative control. I don't like limits. I don't like people telling me in what direction to go. I like, if I'm gonna do something, I wanna do it my way. And that's just me. Number 11, it's important to move on from things. That kind of explains itself. Game of Thrones can be an obsession. I never thought I'd like that show. I always just shrugged it off, and then I started watching it and I was like, you know, it's not so bad. So I kept watching it and I fell in love with all of the characters except for Cersei, because who likes Cersei anyways? 13, weight gain is a real thing. I've always been super skinny and thin, and I always weighed under 100 pounds until last year. I just started gaining weight, and it's kind of hard because you're used to being so thin your whole life, and I had to like box up all of my old clothes, and it's kind of a struggle because I'm still trying to figure out what size I am. It's very confusing. I have to go and try on stuff, so I mean, it happens, but I'm okay right now. 15, you're going to regret cutting your hair. My hair has grown out some, so I'm thankful. But I had it pretty long, and I just, I want to change. I always do that. I grow it out, I cut it, and whenever I cut it, I kind of regretted it. I didn't feel attractive after a while, and I don't know, but it's growing now, so I'm happy. Sales is not my thing. I'm not a salesperson. That is not in my interest of business. I like being creative. I love performing. That is where I see myself. 18, you're gonna wanna live on the beach. Ever since we went to the beach in Corpus, I've been dying to go back to the beach. I don't care which beach it is, as long as it's not this lake beach over here. I wanna go back to the beach and I wanna live on the beach. 19, you don't like asparagus. I don't know why everyone likes it. I tried to like it, but 20, Ownage Pranks is my weakness. If you go on YouTube, Ownage Pranks, he is a guy, he is a voice actor. He has a lot of crazy pranks. He can do a bunch of different accents from different countries, and voices too, and he calls people, and he is great, and I can spend hours watching his videos. Moving is very hard. Moving is annoying, and I've moved before, but moving from my old apartment to this new place was a lot of work, and yeah, moving sucks. This one is that I like taking pictures. I don't claim myself as a photographer, but I did take a class on photography, which I did not really enjoy that much because our professor put a lot of creative limits in that class, and we had to only shoot the way she wanted us to shoot, and you know how I feel about that now. It's just so much fun to see what cool moments that you can capture. So thank you everybody. The sun is going down and I hope it's totally not dark in here. I still wanted to document my lessons throughout the years. So thank you for watching. I hope to put out more videos soon. I'll keep thinking of some good stuff to post. Bye.